All right, my opponent's on a mold of 6. We are joining them here. I certainly like my 6-card hand. Just not sure what we're putting back. I have an idea. Why did I take Say Its Name out? Well, I had experimented a few times boarding Say Its Name out, and there were some situations where I felt like that made sense. Okay, so we're up against the Blue Lotus deck, it seems. Yeah, there were some situations where it made sense to board it out. And so I was wondering if we had too many Delirium enablers and if we just wanted more payoffs. So I did a little bit with Goyf yesterday, and this was the better way to do it. So they're playing a trainer build. Could be Goros. Could be. Not the most likely. Bad day to show up with no Belchers, I guess. Oh, sorry, no Besages. I saw Belcher revealed and brain short circuits as usual. So I have to graveyard this for Delirium, despite me loving my Flytrap. Any idea why yesterday's stream's not showing up on Twitch? I accidentally I need to edit the VOD, we'll say. Nothing scandalous, but I either I need to figure out how to edit it, which I couldn't figure out yesterday, or it's not gonna come back up. There'd be a hurricane here. Stay safe, my Florida gamers. I would encourage you to flee, maybe. So again, a copy of Waterlogged Teachings here. I know that the Florida gamers are really rarely deterred by anything, so what can you even do? It's over Georgia now. Yeah, I guess I haven't been looking at the path too much. Okay, so we mill a Phoenix, and this is gonna be the 6 types. I think I'm actually just gonna grab the Flytrap. And then we will fire again. Attacking for 9 if this resolves, otherwise they'll chump block. Gonna be very tough for them to survive here since like they are not a deck that wins on the spot on turn 4 without a Lotus Bloom. Maybe hiding the surveyor window just in case you put a card in your hand would be better. I think that's probably the line between viewer experience and concealing info. I want y'all to be able to see what I'm thinking about and deciding to some extent. The biggest thing with the hand hider is like mulligan decisions and against decks with counter spells, you know. Not knowing what they need to hold up for counter spells and removal spells. That's the most important thing. So they find a sink into the stupor here. So they need to be able to counter both my Flytrap and my Phoenix, I think. I might not be able to maintain Delirium and bestow Phoenix. Alright. What does this blue-black do exactly? They're really a mono-blue deck that plays some blue-black lands as just like blue MDFCs, but they are trying to Goblin Charbelcher you, and then either Selective Memory you, or sometimes they play Tomio combo too. So sorry, not Tomio, Tamashi. Now, I don't think Surgical is going to be particularly good. It's kind of hard to effectively Surgical Extraction them. Haywire Mite is good against Lotus Bloom, and Haywire Mite can also answer Goblin Charbelcher. Just trying to imagine scenarios where Pick Your Poison is good, where Surgical is good. Pick Your Poison is good if they just cast Belcher pass. I think on the draw that's maybe like enough for me. And then I think I am going to go ahead and board out. I want to board out the Say Its Names, because when I want to go fast, that's kind of just typically been my plan so far. So maybe I could just have a Surgical. At the very least, it's a type in the yard, huh? It's also good against Tamashi if they're on Tamashi. Yeah, and also if they're on Pinhead Prisms, the Pick Your Poisons are better too. It's just kind of hard to know like which build they're on, right? Yeah, Domain Zoo is back, so we're playing some Pick Your Poisons. You're thinking of Voice of Resurgence, Wiretap. The Mulligan again, probably. They are also mulliganing again. The changes from last night's snow. So I have the Sades names back in. I did like them more than the Tarmogoyfs at the moment. And then is there anything else that's really big? Sades names are back in. The sideboard is a little different. But the main deck has just been really good. I haven't like been wanting to change the main deck a lot after doing the Tarmogoyf experimentation. So seeing this card basically means they are a lock to be on the Tamashi Pintad Prism build, I think. What are they casting? Explosives? Lotus Bloom? Not expecting that one, I guess. Do we have Salvage? No. I think Say its name is better than Salvage. Just the ability to get anything back from the yard is really nice, and the upside is also really nice. Okay, we're going to discard a Tarfire here and pass the turn. Here's attack first. What if attacking? I guess it's just attacking first. First was better. Yeah, I think we're starting to get more Flytrap believers. I saw the Dingo was playing Flytrap yesterday. All right, another tap land for our opponent. Bold attack. We're keeping that on top. All right, going to combat. Trying to get in for 8 here. Oh, yeah, I see the problem with the deckless command. So they're going to sack their clue, probably. Casual 1 mana 6/7. Tiny bit bigger than Paw Patch Beastie. I shouldn't say it right. Scrapwork Beastie. There's just Paw Patch Recruit, Scrapwork Mutt, Paw Patch Beastie. Well, it's just the 3 cards keep getting mixed in my brain so hard. All right, untapped Seagate Reborn. Let's see if they cast a... I mean, probably not going to cast Memory's Journey. I think that most builds have been cutting it, which is like so relieving. It's so nice that most builds have just been cutting it and just playing Tamashi and Belcher. Whir for a Lotus. So I imagine they have a Tamashi here. Is Whir... I hate Whir so much. Those also get them Belcher sometimes. Tashi with the 52 months, thank you so much. Is Bolt overheat to burn him out? Yeah, burn him out. We're an aggro deck. Okay, my 1 of Surgical. Can they shoal this? Can they flare this? They can flare. Can they kill me? They can if they have a Belcher. Is a Narwa Dryad just better than Patchwork? No, Patchwork mills you on your upkeep. That's a huge upside. It also doesn't die to Bowmaster on turn 2. There's also 2 types for Delirium. But we also don't have Patchwork in the deck anymore either. I mean, surely if they had Belcher, we'd be belched already, right? They might be thinking if they can whir for Belcher and then kill me, so they're going to have... They probably have enough mana for that. They have 5 plus 4. That's 9. Oh, they're 1 mana short. That's it, right? Because whir for Belcher is 7 mana, and then it's 3 to activate. I mean, this could just be a tank, cast Goblin Charbelcher situation. Is Reshape better than whir? Maybe run Pinhead Prism or something. Well, I mean, Reshape, you need something in play to sacrifice. Just having 4 Pinhead Prisms isn't enough. How many people are in the challenge today? How many rounds? 7 rounds, 66 players. They can deal an incredible amount of psychic damage to me if they cast Goblin Charbelcher here. An incredible amount. I'm pretty sure that they have whir and they're 1 mana short. Does this deck even use Tamiyo's Planeswalker half at all for anything at all? I mean, they have stuff to return and they can flip Tamiyo, so I don't know why you would think they couldn't. Waterlogged Teachings, still with 5 mana available. They grab another copy of Whir of Invention. Thankfully, they're 1 mana short of Ensnaring Bridge. Yeah, Virtuoso is fixed. The deck is not going well, though. I've not won a match. Probably better to untap the Channeler. Because obviously that if they don't have removal, so we'll go not all in on the Goyf. Oh, am I losing to like the -2/-0 spell? Although I don't really know how I'm losing if... Okay, they were for another Lotus? For a Tormod's Crypt. Huh. Okay, well... They only have 1 mana in play now. Elevation, 35 months. Thank you, welcome back. With this showing, I think I prefer the memory build. What do you think? Too small a sample size. We're also seeing it on the other side of things. That build has been doing good, though. Like, Doomwink won a Modern Challenge with it at the same time we played the memory build, so... I don't know. I bought the memory build. I don't have the Tamashis yet. 35 months. Got ads, need to resub. Refresh 9 times for to let me. Yeah, Twitch has been a little weird lately. Still a little weird. Okay, now that bolt means I have a lethal attack. But now they have a blocker. My card in hand is also not very relevant. They find a Seagate Restoration. I have a lot of good top decks. I have not drawn one of my good top decks. What's kind of fun here, though, is that if they kill my Channeler, my Goyfs will have 1 power. I cast another Channeler. My last card is a basic forest. So they don't have enough to Tamashi plus activate. We beat a blocker. Do you think Belcher is healthy for the format? Yeah, this Belcher deck is like super beatable. I think super cool. I think more combo decks in general, that if they can be good against Boros, is good for the metagame. Won this die roll. Obviously big for our aggro deck. My opponent has revealed Gigantha, and I'm going to mulligan my 5-land hand. Don't like my 6 very much, but I think I'm going to keep because it is... Yeah, no 8 Goyfs. I really missed to say its name. Felt like we didn't have enough enablers. So my opponent keeps their 7. So I'm going to put that into the graveyard, play a Mishra's Bauble. Pass back. So up against an energy variant. They also lead on their Surveil land. Keep putting a card on top. So discharge 6 mystery cards. Now, I kept a 1-land Surveil Bauble hand on a mulligan to 6 with a mulligan on 7, but I think I had to keep on 6. I did draw another Bauble, and I had a Channeler in my opener, so we get a couple more looks at a land. Just in case they're on Bowmasters, I'm going to crack this now. But missing your lands is not a good plan in this matchup, for sure. Okay, big draw step for me. I did not draw a land off the Bauble. I surveilled another spell into the yard. I missed my land again. It is what it is, you know. I would have mulliganed this hand if it was 7 cards. I think I have to keep on 5. We've had... So 3 looks at our opener, 2 draw steps, surveil, another Bauble. A lot of looks at land number 2. 20 lands in the deck. It is what it is. As they say. Graveyard's another Galvanic Discharge. And cast an Amped Raptor. Some bricks here. Another Amped Raptor. Close enough to a brick. 4 cards in their hand. And we do find a land. Nice. Now let's get on board, I think. Three cards left in their hand over there. Amped Raptor number 2, hoping to see a Discharge or a Static Prison. Instead they hit Guide of Souls, which is a good card here. I have some good news that I do have a Tarfire, so I can not lose too hard right now. So I'm going to take 4 down to 13. 2 cards in their hand. Plenty of energy for the Static Prison. I miss on my land again. So I can say its name to get a land back to my hand, but the problem is I'm just taking a whole turn off and I'm taking 6, so fortunately stumbling a little bit too much here. Not a 7. They have 3 cards in their hand. The thing is, if they don't play any spells or lands, they're going to have a bunch of removal. To game 2 we go. Okay, so my current sideboard plan is to cut the Sade's names and the Altanak, and to bring in Pyroclasms and Nile Spellbombs, and then think about also playing the Haywire Mites or Pick Your Poisons. I'm kind of torn on the two. Pick Your Poison is more mana efficient, but Haywire Mite is like more relevant card types. And the life gain is also not irrelevant either. And so I think I'm just going to do this. I'm going to go down 2 Baubles, and so we still have like a pretty good ratio of card types here. But I think I want like 2 disenchant effects total against them. I've tried to play more, but it's just like a little bit too much. So on the play, so hopefully don't stumble as much as we did game 1. I'm gonna keep my 7. Not amazing, but much better than our last hand. Is Flytrap that good? Flytrap has been very good. It is when you give it haste with Arena of Glory or Phoenix, it does crazy amounts of damage out of nowhere. It has been super impressive. Sorry to all our cat lovers out there. I'm going to get my basic forest in case my opponent has kept Blood Moon in. Flytrap is very good in this deck. I don't think it's going to be amazing in most decks. It's probably a good thing to say. Opponent finds a Lightning Bolt, and they cast it on me and not my Eldrazi spawn. This is reasonable. So I'm going to go ahead and play a Flytrap. I'm going to put 2 counters on itself so that it'll have 6 toughness and it'll be out of Galvanic Discharge range. We play a Flage. Going after me again is interesting. Not the most impressive Flage. So I'm going to play a Fear of Missing Out. Opponent is Reedon. I'm going to discard a Detective's Phoenix. Then I'm going to attack with both of these and just put the counters on the spawn. Now they chump block the Flytrap. Remember the spawn using Lightning Bolt? Well, now it's a 4/5. Okay, 7 life, so I'm not getting double bolted out of this game. They can't Arena of Glory Flage. Not that they would even win them. They would still be dead if they did. Might be getting ring-a-ding-ding. Yep. Not the biggest problem, since we can put a ton of counters on our stuff by untapping our Flytrap with Fear of Missing Out. Not really doing anything else this turn, though. Okay, so let me go counter. Oh my god, no! I thought I was clicking the Flytrap trigger. Not the biggest deal, but we're still very ahead on board. We're still very likely to win this game. But I should have had another Flytrap trigger, which would have been very nice. And then like we could have had like a gigantic channeler that's flying over them. And we can still have that next turn. Obviously, like we're super ahead on board here. Thoughts on Wild Slash over some/all of the bolts? Yeah, dude, Wild Slash might just be better than bolts. There's not that many 3 toughness creatures. And like most of the decks you're trying to burn out are ring decks. Where were you this week, huh? They can kill us now, Bolt and Haste Flage. I mean, in theory, right? No, you can't just play Bone Crusher. Like you have to have a lower mana curve. You have to be able to kill Guide of Souls for 1 mana. So here comes Static Prison. So I will sack this to deny the 2 energy. Their play patterns in us. Would Baragorf see play? I don't think so. I mean, maybe it's better than Flytrap, but probably not. So I think I want to play around Static Prison on Nethergoyf plus Hasted Flage. So I am gonna untap this one this time. But then we're also going to leave back our Flytrap. They do a bolt plus the hasty escaped Flage. Haste lifelink death touch or card advantage is not good enough. I mean, you could try it, but it's also not a legal card. It's not a card we need to spend a lot of time thinking about. Date with the 45 months. Thank you. Welcome back. They decide to pay for Static Prison. I don't know where we're finding these Boros players, but there ain't nothing under there. Is there board space for Slash? No, you just main deck it over Bolt. I think that's got to be correct. It just like it's like the idea behind Bolt over Heat is that you're burning out decks, but like the main decks you're trying to do that against are ring decks. And there's just like not almost any 3 toughness creatures that you really care about killing. So my opponent exiles my graveyard. card to be on top. It's gotta be probably gonna be GG. Seems very difficult to brick on Delirium up from it. I think it's actually impossible because we would have to reveal like all sorceries. Oh, I guess because of the Pyroclasms we could have all sorceries here. Okay, not quite that unlucky. Oh wait, but we have to say no. Oh wow. I have to say no to my Rumble, otherwise we wouldn't have Delirium, which is... It would be very easy to accidentally do that. To just, okay, Flytrap. That was like weirdly close to bricking. If they had timed that 3-bin charm better, we may have lost. I'm not sure. I think on the draw, I kind of want to play more Pick Your Poisons. I'll just get the Bauble since we just still have 4 artifacts. I think that's okay. You can condense your screen to a smaller box on the bottom, have another black box, takes your render hand hider. I mean, the stretch is funny. People like the stretch. It's funny. Okay, opponent is on the play. I do not really like my 6-card hand. That being said, I think I'm pretty priced into keeping and hoping to draw land. Just like game 1, a kind of sketchy 6-card hand that is great if we draw land, and I think you just kind of have to keep these. Be great if I could trade Mite for Ragavan. Nope. They exile Annihil Spellbomb. I need to draw a land, so thank you, Ragavan. But they exiled Annihil Spellbomb, so screw you, Ragavan. And again, I don't have my second land drop. I don't think I'm supposed to go to 5 on the draw against a 7-card Boros Energy Keep. Is what it is, I think, you know. We'll be 1-1. Was it right for them to discharge as a ritual, just fly the Ragavan? I mean, probably not, because the Ragavan is still going to hit, right? If I draw a land this turn, I could actually still conceivably stabilize. No. I have Pick Your Poison and Tarfire, so I could like Pick Your Poison, the Ragavan, Tarfire, the Guide of Souls. I'm just going to concede, though. Tough games 1 and 3, just not. Moles a 6 that just need to draw land. I'm going to keep my 7-card hand on the draw against an opponent who did not reveal Gigantha and has mulliganed to 6. Narcomoeba as buried alive target, so if you already have a cat in your graveyard, you can get Ygritte Cat Narco, the Narco be your food. I think we just play Bloodghast instead, because I don't like that Narcomoeba is just basically a brick if you draw it. No Oven for Cat. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to play Oven. Oven's a pretty shitty card, and Cat is just like a combo card. Cat Oven is good against nothing. Delirium looking rough. Yeah, so we probably, like, we have Enchantment, Sorcery, Creature, but yeah, we're gonna need to play some more, like Baubles or something over the whites. My opponent has gone Verdant Catacombs, and then has passed the turn. Okay, I think there's Sam combo, but are they playing Gigra? Are they one step ahead? Maybe I should keep that against Sam combo, but I feel like I need lands and I need the types. So we will say its name. Why have I gone off Endurances in the sideboard? I think Nile Spellbomb is better and Surgicals are better. So not too surprised to see Bowmaster here. What a nightmare. We'll circle back. Let's focus on this. Focus on this and then circle back. Oh, sorry. I needed to wait till after the trigger resolves. Duh. When did they get to work? I sacked my. Oh, they just bought it. I sacked my token so they didn't have it. This effect got countered. This time they sack the Bowmasters and they get a Sam. Two Detectives Phoenixes. Would not be casting one here, but feeling pretty good about our spot, I'll say. Let's kill this, I think. Since they already have one part of the combo in the yard here. Is it two say its names or three? Just two. Yeah, always make sure to not be F6 against Bowmaster decks when you have spawns, so you can sack your spawn in response to the target denying the amass. Okay, so how could... I have a bolt in my hand, so what could they do off Birthing Ritual that I would lose if I didn't bolt the Sam now? They can't Chord of Calling. There's not really a realistic way for them to instant speed, trigger Amalia if they find Wild Growth Walker. At least not one that I can see. If they put a Viscera Seer into play, I have to respond to the... I can respond to the Sam trigger, and then I would lose to Bowmaster, so I guess that this is a reason to bolt if their last card is another Bowmaster. They can crack a food, but how would they have a food? Oh, the food that they get off the Sam. Right. Okay, so I should bolt the Sam. That's another reason to bolt the Sam. Sack Growth of Cord. Well, they don't have Cord. They didn't Cord in the turn last turn, and they attacked with their creatures. So yeah, just always bolt Sam there, it seems, is the answer. Okay. So my opponent is effectively at 12 life here. Can I kill through that? I think I can. Oh, okay. So this is interesting. So I just drew my third say its name. So I can say its name and Phoenix the say its name. But I can't do that and also haste a Flytrap. But I could also haste a Flytrap here with Phoenix. So that would be... Should also be lethal. Counter, double to 5. Counter, double. Listen, I came here to Flytrap. I mean, both are going to be pretty dang good, right? Oh, sorry. I guess I didn't need to haste if I'm doing this. Okay, XL Rumble or Rumble, Channeler. So these are going to be 11, 9/9s? Yeah. So they can block one of these, take 13, go to -1 after they crack the food. Altanak has trample. Yeah, I mean, both are lethal lines. I don't think it's that serious. I think people kind of just like old Tanak. You know what I mean? Dewdrop Cure, information given. Although when I was testing this deck, I thought Dewdrop Cure was like a lot worse than Return to the Ranks. Although I guess I was playing a Guide Pride build, so maybe like of course I would think that. Okay, so I'm bringing these Pyroclasms. I'm gonna bring in the Surgicals. I don't think I'm gonna bring in Nile Spellbomb though. I think I might play Haywire Mite for Birthing Ritual. I think it's better than Pick Your Poison because I can respond and not give them a window to use it. And then I think we're just gonna sideboard like this, kind of similar to Energy. Yeah, in games 1 and 3 against Boros, we kept a 6-card 1-lander and didn't find our second land. Just tough to go to 5 in those matchups. Kind of a weird hand, but I think it's going to be a keep for me. I guess we did hit our second land by like turn 4, game 1. Okay, gonna go Blood Crypt, Nethergoyf here. Very happy that they hit a land, and this is not a 3/3 now. So I'm gonna Pyroclasm. My Goyf will be a 2/3 and live because this state based whatever. Angazi with the Twitch Prime. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing well. Not the worst Pyroclasm I've ever seen. Does Cure being an instant make it better? Wait, Dewdrop Cure is not an instant, is it? Okay, yes, yeah, it is not. All right. If this is one of those hypotheticals, what if it were? I really, it's not. If it was, it probably would be better. Yeah, oops, all Pyroclasms. Pyroclasm being like a good card post MH3 is funny. When I was first playing, like Pyroclasm is like a modern staple. It is like just one of the most popular removal spells in the format. And it's been a long time since that was true. But it is it's back. So Haste of FOMO, discarded Detective's Phoenix. Play a Mishra's Bauble. Graveyard a Tarfire. Tarfire Dryad Arbor. Graveyard a Commercial District. We could get Endurance here. Doesn't seem like they have it. I guess I should have played around Endurance by just not Tarfiring then. Okay, we are 2-1 in the challenge though. It's pretty nice. It's some other decks. Okay, so I have a hand that would be very good if I had a green source, but I don't, so I have to mulligan. And I'm going to keep my 6-card hand. Opponent has I'm on the play against a Devourer of Destiny. The blue-green artifact self-build deck using Woodland to win the game with Mirror and Besiege. I did not see that. No, it sounds pretty intricate, huh? Okay, I haven't had to face Chalice on 1 until now, I guess. Get back Verdant Catacombs and attack for 6. Is Hexmage, Battle of Alara, Overlord worth running together? I mean, Invasion of Alara, we don't have really like synergy there is the thing, but there's like, it's more than nothing, right? Okay, so I'm going to Haste to FOMO. Discard a Detective's Phoenix. And get in. So this is like the second time we've played against colorless Eldrazi. I don't know if there's like a list published or something. It's kind of interesting. Again, freeze with the 39. Thank you so much. So they can trade here, or they can jump block, or I guess, or die. This is 14 damage. They go for the jump block, revealing a copy of Eldrazi Temple, probably the best hit. Shout out Matter Reshaper, still putting in work, huh? What's fun is I think I have lethal through. Yeah, I have lethal if they all is dust here, so I'm feeling pretty good. Sure, I'm glad I won the die roll against this turn 1 Chalice of the Void, though. So y'all can see my lethal. So I was going to be able to go Fear of Missing Out, discard Altanak, and then Detective's Phoenix my FOMO. But now I can just all-in-attack Detective's Phoenix and win. The fact that this just like is a rampant growth is pretty crazy. All right, gonna hit them for 16 in the air. Elk, thank you for the 17 months. Appreciate you, homie. Welcome back. All right. So I probably want to go down on 1-drops against the Chalice and 1 deck. Not exactly rocket science, but the problem is all my answers to artifacts enchantments right now are 1-mana spells. I don't think I want to play Damping Sphere against them. I think I'm just going to play Haywire Mite. I'll just play 2 Haywire Mites in a bolt, I guess. Bro, what, this deck goes crazy. But yeah, this deck has been really good and exciting all week. I've been really looking forward to this challenge. Been playing a lot of it this week. Tuning in as we go. Duskmourn block constructed. I guess it was more like that when we were still playing Patchwork Beastie. Or whatever the hell that card was called. The splash for Goyf has been... has felt really optimal. As we saw that game. It's just 6-7. Yeah, Say Its Name has been quite good. We tried 1 league without it and missed it. I do board them out sometimes. But mostly because like we just have a bunch of cards to board in. So we're on the draw this time. I've got a keepable 7. Yeah, let me go ahead and just change that I'll change. I guess I shouldn't change it in the Mox field, but we should play Bolt or Wild Slash over Bolt. It's just we just need a way to get through the ring, and it just seems correct. Oh, baby. All right, if I lose to this opponent, I won't be too upset. Kind of surprised they have that in Chalice in their deck, though, I guess. Just need some Saga targets. I don't think I've ever had a more controversial take than me saying I like the card Lost Jitte. I don't know if I ever will either. I'm gonna say its name this turn. Getting back the land, and then I'm gonna leave my Goyf back, I think. You saying it's better than Old Jitte is controversial? Yeah, I mean, I still think that is true, but it was always more of a condemnation of Old Jitte than a praise of New Jitte. But boy, did people not like that one. Someone with the 37 months, thank you, welcome back, appreciate you. It's not that often I have like people being really unhinged and like mean to me online. And unironically, the most unhinged meanness I've ever experienced was when I said that this Lost Jitte is better than Uma's Always Jitte in Modern. Which, you know, is not too bad. Alright, so you're playing a tiny 6/6 Devourer of Destiny. Oh, 7/7. Okay. That's actually pretty critical. They snapped that block. No respect. No, no. At no point did they think I had anything relevant there. I guess it could have been a good bluff attack. I've never seen a lightning bolt kill it that heralds the end and a devourer at the same time. So another devourer, this time going after the Flytrap. I guess again going after the Flytrap, I should say. Their build is pretty interesting. Taking 9 damage is also interesting. I think if they had all his dust, they would have cast it last turn, so I'm gonna play into it a little bit here, I guess. I think they're probably just trying to Shadow Spear. No, you can't afford any colorless utility lands. Shout out Lost Jete. +2 mana. Devourer number 3. Going after Flytrap again. Which, I mean, this Flytrap is good. I have a 9/10. I think you're supposed to go after that one. And then they equip Lost Jete so that they can attack, hit me for 6, untap a land, and then equip Shadow Spear on defense. And I have a Phoenix in my hand to win the game with. I think I lose a bunch of types. Oh, I also have I have 2 Phoenixes, so I can attack, just cast one too if the first one isn't enough. So I'm gonna go down to only 2 types of my yard. But yeah, they're at 5 life. And of course you got a lot of counters. Lifelink, trample, but no reach. Right. Yeah. Right. 3 and 1 in the challenge today. Pretty fun. My specific hand isn't great against that deck, if I'm going to be honest, but I think this is a hand that I have to keep. We had 4 Buried Alive. We could play less, potentially. Not in this deck, but in the League deck. Entomb a Gravecrawler. Must be nice. Wow, cool. Nice to see someone else playing a Cursed Marauder. One of my favorite cards. To know about that Flare of Malice also. This is the low chest challenge. Yeah, I mean, we've never really been playing for the prizes, just for the testing. So no land in hand is probably going to flare one of my creatures here. Let's get ready to rumble. Graveyard to say its name, and then hopefully 2 more. Not quite that lucky, and I was looking for land number 3 to play a 2-drop here, and I missed in 5 looks, unfortunately. I'm going to keep my 7/8 Nethergoyf over the Channeler. How easy is it to get a Super Delirium? We have it right now. I don't know if that answers your question. So 1 Marauder, 3 Ritual, 2 Nightmare, 3 Flare, 4 Unearth. So it's not to use Birthing Ritual. It's very unlucky for them to not have something good there. Need to do some accounting. So we go Nethergoyf or something. Exile. Chandler, Goyf, Rumble, Tarfire. Yeah. Maintaining 7 types in the yard. Attacking for 16. From 20 life down to 4. 1 go here. And then I think we're at a point where they can't really War and Soul Trader me anymore. Hey Spike, I'm wanting to get back into Modern. How would Spirit, Stoneblade, or Rock be right now in the meta? All quite bad, unfortunately. You could build a Rock variant. That would be probably the most promising out of that list. So I'm going to bring in the Nile Spell Bombs. I'm going to bring in the Surgical Extractions. I'm going to bring in the Haywire Mites and not the Pick Your Poisons. I think I want these Pyroclasms too. I may not have enough room. Yeah, seems like I can just do this. Like I still have 4 artifacts. Yeah. Another hand that is like incredible if it draws a land. I'm gonna try this on the draw. Yeah, I don't think I can really mulligan this. I'm just getting a little PTSD, or not trying to use that word, but just getting a little flashbacks from earlier today. Draw step Surgical Gravecrawler. I think while they have the zombie, we should do that. And we have a Flare of Malice, and Trawler, Supplier, Mire, 2 Rex Ages, 1 Haywire Mite, 3 Dothy Voidwalkers. Is War and Soul Trader too slow for Modern? No, the Soul Trader deck is pretty good. It's pretty good. I would recommend it. Didn't get there. Still, I probably have a good amount of time though. Just pretty tempting with me having double Graveyard Hate and like very strong hand if I draw any land. Except I guess except not Second Arena of Glory. But I would take it at this point. Char would probably be good in the Euchre deck. Land you can find off Overlord. Yeah, we were playing it yesterday. I agree. Some numbers make sense. Okay. Taking 3. Ding, ding, ding. So they can flare this, but, that reduces their clock, and then getting stabilized here. Blood gas check. Wait, he's taking 6 down to 5? Getting pretty stable. I have a couple scary draws that I prefer not to say, lest I summon them. See if they feel like they have an attack. I don't think they have a good one. Okay, they disagree. I'm going to chump block with this and go to 4 instead of 2.
Hey.
Hello.
How's it going?
We are 3-1 in the challenge, up a game.
Nice. I made some shrimp fried cauliflower rice. Do you want some?
Yes, that'd be great. Oh, you already have it here. That's awesome.
Yep.
Can you get some water too, if possible?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess this punishes me for not putting counters on the Goyf. Yeah. Okay, so they have 1 card in their hand. I'm at 3. Very punished for not putting the counters on the Goyf. Surveilling almost anything into the yard. Fortunately, I mean, that was on my list of almost anything, but it was not another type. Now, can I attack for 4 here? I have a block here, go to 2. Not dead to a Bowmaster. I do need to kill them at some point. Let's get started on that, I think. Yeah, this deck makes me think Pyroclasm probably not a good card to print into this format. Alright, shot up my 2-4. I go down to 2. They have 1 card in their hand. They're at 12 live. I think I have to attack because I'm just like so cold to them drawing a Dothy Voidwalker or a Marionette Apprentice that I have to kill him. Okay, game 3. Close one. Weird game. Eat some of this shrimp real quick. Do you want to maybe save the rumbles for after this graveyard hate? I think I had to cast Rumble when I cast that game. And ever since I messed with the camera yesterday, just keeps like very, very slowly sliding back. Okay, discard an Apprentice and an Unearth. I'm gonna play a Fear of Missing Out, discarding a Verdant Catacombs, and passing the turn. Well, I was trying to upkeep that. Second Dothy Voidwalker is pretty dang scary. Graveyarding another land here. And they unearth another Dothy Voidwalker. Then they don't offer the trade. Maybe they want to chump block. Okay, well, I feel so silly now for graveyarding that Pyroclasm. Maybe that was the winning line. You didn't graveyard it, you shuffled it? No, I graveyarded it off the DRC Surveil, and then that got exiled to Dothy Voidwalker. my opponent is going to cast a lightning bolt here. Probably, not the Pyroclasm. Okay. Quavos with a 22. Thank you, welcome back. So they probably want to make this trade, right? I don't think that's a trade I want to make because I can trade here, and then I can top deck another Pyroclasm and keep my FOMO in play. No, I think I also might be... I think I'm a little ahead in the race. Assuming not much else changes, though. But things can change pretty fast. Alright, that's bad for me. Why would I survey on the exile? You had fetch land up. Well, I had a bolt in my hand for the Dothy Voidwalker, so I didn't think I needed the Pyroclasm. The Pyroclasm also killed my own channeler. I think it was the correct choice with the info I had, but it certainly backfired. I agree. I do have a plan to win this game. I don't know if it's going to work. Yeah, tough to play around the second Voidwalker. Maybe not that tough. Maybe should have just kept it. Yeah, it does have haste by a bunch of 2 3s and 2 4s. Yeah, concepts of a plan. Uh-oh. I think Clasm is good versus the whole deck. Well, no, they have Soul Trader and the stupid squirrel for 3 toughness creatures that they could have untapped and played. I mean, it might have been right, but it killed my own channeler. I had a plan for the Voidwalker in play, and they have some they have 5 3 toughness creatures they could have played. But it does seem like it could have been the winning line here. I agree. Okay, so my opponent sacks Voidwalker, triggering 2 Marionette Apprentice. Is this lethal? Might be lethal. Beautiful way to end the game. I was thinking I had another turn to upkeep Tarfire and Surveil for Bolt. Wouldn't... Ooh, yeah, I could not have cracked that for the card because of the Voidwalker. Tough, tough, tough. Well, I like this deck. I would play it again, I think, in a tournament. We'll keep working on it. Hopefully, I've seen some people tag me that they've been playing it, liking it, 5-0ing, so I think go playing it. That being said, I think that is going to be it for me today. I've had a very long week, and I think I'm just going to pause now that we should be dead for top 8 contention. The Yigger deck is looking very promising. I'm excited to play that next week for sure. I'm not sure exactly when next